you for coming in, Sally. I have received a referral from your GP that included blood work, an early dating stand, and your obstetric history. We've also discussed the risk factors for your pregnancy and identified that you have previously had gestational diabetes in your last pregnancy. Because of that, I'd like to have you reviewed by an obstetrician and get an early glucose test done. You told me you were successful in managing it with diet and exercise last time, so let's start with that and review as we go. We can refer to a dietitian in the meantime, but would you be open to commencing insulin if we need to down the track? Right. I'm just going to write all of this down in your pregnancy health record, okay? You can take this with you to all of your appointments and the team can communicate with each other through this record. It also has a section for you to write down your goals for your pregnancy. You mentioned that you'd like to try and manage your glucose levels with diet and exercise and use minimal amount of drug therapy as possible. You also noted that the health of your baby is your priority, so let's work together and monitor the baby's growth, and we can adjust our plan accordingly as we go.
Hi Sally, thank you for meeting with us today. Your midwife has called a meeting with our multidisciplinary team here at the Women's Wellbeing Clinic, as we've noticed your fasting blood glucose levels are a little bit elevated. I've recently reviewed your ultrasound as well and noticed that your baby is going to be a little bit big. We would like to keep a closer eye on baby Gertrude's growth and continue monitoring your glucose levels about 4 times a day. Now, it's great that you've altered your diet and already begun exercising regularly, but I do think, if possible, we should discuss pharmacological therapy with the pharmacist, if that's okay with you. Great, excellent. I would like to commence insulin at night before bed, and I have your pharmacist here to go through the details with you now.
Thanks, Maddie. Look, I know that self-injecting insulin can be quite scary to begin with, but most women are able to get the hang of it. I will show you how to use the equipment, how to store the medication, and how to ensure that you inject yourself safely and dispose of the medication and needles, as well as how to use your blood glucose monitor. I will be working with you and your obstetrician to monitor your blood glucose levels in case we need to change your dosage. I will check in with you as well as our team on every clinic visit that you have to ensure that we are meeting your goals and to ensure a safe and healthy pregnancy. I will now hand you over to Lisa, our dietitian, to discuss with you about your diet.
Hi Sally, I would like to go over your food diary as well, so we can work out what foods might be causing us by individuals, and therefore I can create an individualized meal plan for you. We can meet every few weeks to discuss how the changes are working out. In the meantime, this will help you understand how your diet affects your diabetes. I know you have mentioned to our midwife that your goal is to self-manage your gestational diabetes. So I will be working closely with your midwife, the pharmacist, and the obstetrician to ensure that we can support you in this decision and in the safest way possible.
Sorry to hear that you're having some incontinence issues, Sally. I have written you a referral letter to take to your physio with your history and current pelvic floor regime. If you could have the physio write a letter back to me about your progress, that would be fantastic. I think it would also be beneficial for you to visit a child health nurse to check over baby Gertrude and discuss the issues you've been having with feeding. So I've written up some information for you about where to find a child health nurse and a letter for them as well. Thank you so much, Sally.
Now, Sally, I've got some information here from the GP, and from our assessments together today, I can see that you're having some issues around your milk supply and feeding. I've written a letter to your GP asking her to prescribe some domperidone. This should help with increasing that supply and should get baby back on track. In the meantime, let's work together to create a feeding plan to supplement what you are able to breastfeed. For now, we'll keep monitoring baby's growth, and we've got a wonderful lactation consultant, so for our next appointment, I'll make sure she's available so she can talk to both of us.